Yes. As we can hear that the recording has started. So good afternoon, everyone from Turkey, and I know that we have many colleagues and participants from worldwide. So good morning for them, good evening, good night for them. But good afternoon from Turkey, Istanbul. So today we have guests from France, Lyon, France. So we have Dr. Rabia Bayer from, please correct me, Rabia, if I'm wrong, ESDES Business School from Lyon, right? So, and today we have, in my opinion, we have a very interesting topic that the title is the pre-owned luxury market. So it actually brings me many questions in my mind. But first, I would like to listen to you, and then I will be asking my questions. So the session will be a 45-minute presentation, and then we will have a very short or 15-minute question and answer session following your presentation. So the floor is yours. The screen is yours, actually. So good luck with your presentation. I'm really looking forward to hearing your presentation. Good luck.
Thank you, and thank you for organizing this event. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you all who are here and who will be listening or watching afterwards. So I'm going to share my screen, and I will start talking about the pre-owned luxury markets. So this is the university that I have been working on for 4 months in Lyon. You invited me, maybe I invite you here one day. So it's a good university, whatever, by the river. And I received my PhD in last August. It is quite new, from Koç University in marketing. And these are the papers that I have been working on for a while. And my research overall focuses on sustainable consumption practices, from recycling to reuse of products, frugality, careful use of money and resources, to repairing, sharing, donation, whatever it is. And I'm particularly interested in sustainable luxury. And today I will talk about the details of the first paper, Effects of the Pre-owned Market on Luxury Brand Attachment. And my co-authors are Vanita Swaminathan from the University of Pittsburgh and Zeynep Gürhan Canlı, my supervisor from Koç University. And okay, let's start with a brief introduction on the pre-owned luxury market. The rapid increase in online retailers selling pre-owned luxury products, such as ThredUp, Poshmark, The Real, the VSR Collective, or the Luxury Closet, has contributed to the growth of the pre-owned market. So those are the websites that bring together the owners of luxury products and the wanters, the desirers of luxury products, but sometimes they cannot afford it, so they look for the cheaper options. And the pre-owned market, those websites are just another option. Okay, so the number of these websites are increasing, and at the same time, many luxury brands are proponents of this trend as well. Burberry, for example, began partnering with one of the largest pre-owned retailer, The Real, 2 years ago, and the pre-owned watch specialist, Watchfinder & Co., was acquired by Richemont, and jewelry brand Cartier. I think you know that brand. It was famous because of a girl in Turkey, and she was asking for a Cartier bracelet from Hacı Sabancı. That's how I got to know this brand for the first time. And that brand also began introducing pre-owned jewelry in their stores. So while previous literature on pre-owned markets has mainly focused on customers of pre-owned luxury, the customers of pre-owned products. An equally important but neglected player in the market remains unseen, unfortunately, luxury customers who purchase new, not pre-owned, not second-hand, not used products. Because now luxury brands are available to larger segments of consumers and most of the time to larger and to lower income segments of consumers, and the exclusivity is decreasing. And exclusivity is all luxury brands have. And what happens to their brand attachment, to luxury customers' brand attachment, if their luxury brands are not exclusive anymore, if their signaling power, exclusive signaling power is damaged or is reduced, what happens to their brand attachment? So this is the brief introduction of my paper, and you can see the conceptual map here. I will go into the detail for each item here, but just so you see the map, this is it. By the way, maybe before proceeding, I work with experimental research methods. We conduct experiments, not qualitative research, not quantitative research. So this is the map. So first of all, we look at the effects of the pre-owned luxury, the existence of the luxury brands on the pre-owned market, on those websites, online venues, the effect of this on luxury customers' brand attachment. And then we look at the boundary conditions, product season, and appeal type. And then we argue that this effect, this main effect, is mediated through ideal self-concept connection. And this is, I will go into the detail with all these things. Okay, so before running the studies, we wanted to be sure with our conceptualization, because, okay, pre-owned luxury has been studied before, but not with the experimental research methods. So we needed to be sure that we are measuring the correct construct. Therefore, we need to differentiate pre-owned luxury from vintage luxury and from counterfeit luxury, plus from price promotions, from downscale extensions of luxury products. So these are still the introduction part of the paper. And vintage luxury, according to the literature, vintage luxury has to be at least 10 years old or even older. So we limited our research, this paper, to luxury items, used luxury items that are younger than 10 years. So this is one conceptual detail. And then counterfeit luxury, of course, counterfeit luxury are fake, they are not original, but they also decrease the exclusivity of luxury brands with counterfeits. Sometimes they are so good that you can't differentiate it. And they also decrease the signaling power of luxury brands. Imagine that, I mean, even in Turkey, you go to Taksim, for example, and you see many women carrying Louis Vuitton handbags. And then you look at the other dressing items on them, and you see, I think this is fake. This is not real Louis Vuitton, even if you can understand it from their Vogue. But still, that's it. Counterfeit luxury is a thing. So we wanted to differentiate it too. And there are experimental research on counterfeit luxury. And we wanted to start by making this differentiation, because if they have the same effect on luxury customers, so maybe the literature on counterfeit luxury perfectly applies to the pre-owned luxury as well, so we don't need this research, we thought. And we recruited around 100 respondents on Amazon and showed them ads for either pre-owned or counterfeit luxury products. And then we measured their affect, how they are feeling after seeing these advertisements. And we used very famous PANAS affect scale. So interestingly, although both counterfeits and pre-owned luxury decrease exclusivity of luxury brands, they decrease signaling power of luxury brands, but that was interesting. Counterfeit products generated significantly greater negative feelings, like being upset, being angry, being irritated. But by contrast, that was interesting. By contrast, pre-owned products, the advertisements for pre-owned products generated significantly greater positive feelings. And respondents said that they felt excited, they felt inspired, and they felt proud. So that was it. So apparently the literature on counterfeit luxury is not directly applicable in the pre-owned luxury context. Okay, and what next is differentiating pre-owned luxury from downscale extensions of luxury products. So in order to reach price-sensitive customers, luxury brands may introduce downscale extensions at lower levels of price and quality, we know that. And they also decrease the signaling power of luxury brands, they decrease exclusivity of luxury brands. And pre-owned luxury is similar to that. They are not fake, they are not very old, and they don't have a vintage signaling value because vintage is something, and they don't have that too. So maybe they are just similar to downscale extensions. So in that case, if they are similar to downscale extensions, if they also create the same effect as downscale extensions do on luxury customers' brand attachment, then again, this research is not needed, because just take it and apply it to the pre-owned luxury. Again, one more step. We run another study that was a 2x2 experiment. Yes, we recruited some Qualtrics respondents, and this time we didn't measure their feelings. We measured their brand attachment, because now pre-owned luxury and downscale extensions are so much similar to each other, much more similar to each other compared to counterfeits. So yes, we manipulated market strategy, either pre-owned or downscale extensions, by showing, again, all the respondents an advertisement for a Koç handbag, either pre-owned or downscale extension. I'm not sure if you can see it there clearly, but I think you do. So these are the photos that we show them to manipulate them. And again, here, just to remind you, we are looking at the main effect, this part. I'm not sure if you can see my arrow, but we are looking at this part. Pre-owned luxury should decrease according to the downscale brand extension. They should decrease luxury customers' brand attachment, because, I mean, the underlying reason is that because they are decreasing the exclusivity of the brand. Like downscale extension literature, it says this. So we had, again, just experiments, control group and treatment group. And then these are the Qualtrics page. These are just the details. So we analyzed the data with SPSS and process macro. And here you can see the results. Unlike downscale extensions, because downscale extensions reduce luxury customers' brand attachment, it has been shown by so many papers in literature. It's a well-established finding in the literature. But unlike downscale extensions, look at the results. There are no significant decrease with the pre-owned. Their luxury customers' brand attachment stays almost the same when they see a regular, we mean brand new luxury advertisement versus the pre-owned luxury advertisement. So they don't decrease, there's no decrease. And for non-customers, there is no decrease again. By the way, the focus of our research is luxury customers, but we also look at non-customers and we provide complementary data on non-customers because, we will suggest some strategies for luxury brands at the end of this research. And if you're trying to fix one part and if you demolish the other part, it's not good. So maybe these non-customers are potential customers of pre-owned luxury. So we need to make sure that all these findings don't hurt non-customers, the potential customers of pre-owned luxury. They are important to luxury customers, luxury brands again. But the focus of this paper is the customers, luxury customers, not non-customers. Okay, so, the pre-owned market does not decrease brand attachment significantly. So unlike downscale extensions, it is not harmful like downscale extensions. Then we speculated why it is not decreasing the brand attachment, because it should, because it decreases the exclusivity of luxury brands, and it should. Therefore, of course, this is the logic with all luxury industry. They should be exclusive. They should have high status signaling power. That's why they are luxury. That's why all those high price premiums. But why this one is not decreasing the brand attachment, despite the fact that they decrease brand exclusivity? And we speculated, we think. And one of the ways the pre-owned luxury is different than downscale extensions is that pre-owned luxury refers to relatively older season products that have been in use for some time. And for that, again, we inspired from the distancing theory that is used in downscale extensions literature, because they are saying that if the distancing between the original product or the brand new items and the subcategory products like downscale extensions, if the distance is high, in other words, if they are so different from each other, then the negative effects will be decreased because they are so different from each other. And how the pre-owned luxury is different from the brand new luxury? We speculated that product season could be one of the factors, because now pre-owned products, maybe they are not older than 10 years, but they are at least like 3 or 4 or 5 years old, because they have been in use for some time. They are not new, they are not the latest fashion items. And therefore, they might be relatively weaker in terms of the damage to the exclusivity of customers who purchase latest season products. And despite the brand's higher accessibility in the pre-owned market, luxury customers will be still the only segment carrying the latest fashion items. And going back to the map, here we argue that product season might be a boundary condition for this effect, or let's say for this non-effect, because it doesn't decrease brand attachment. But when does it decrease brand attachment? If the products are from newer season. So this is the hypothesis 1. Because as I said, distancing helps reduce the negative spillover effects of downscale extensions. They create a buffer zone, and yes, negative spillover effects are reduced. Because they are older, they are visually and they are aesthetically and they are fashion-wise, they are distinct from the brand new luxury products. So if luxury customers signal that they are exclusive, signal that they are higher income customers, then they can just carry a new Louis Vuitton handbag instead of the older season products. So they still have that opportunity. So that was our reasoning. And we here, as you can see, a similar setup, 2 by 2. And now we use students at a large public university in the US, University of Pittsburgh, when possible, not Hans University. And by the way, those students are luxury customers. Everyone was asking this question, but we waited a lot to reach the real luxury customers at that university. It's not like one-day study. We waited for them. We advertised that we really want luxury customers. We really want the Koç customers. So that was it, and these are the results. As you can see, our findings support our speculation, support our H1. Consumers' brand attachment decreases when the pre-owned products are the latest fashion items, or let's say they are from recent season, because if they are the latest fashion items, of course, how can you differentiate a luxury customer from a pre-owned luxury customer on the street? Because they are carrying the latest fashion item. Reduced signaling value, reduced much more. But if the products are from older seasons, yes, still the signaling value to some extent is there. And so far we have argued that, okay, pre-owned market does not generate negative spillover effects as long as, this is the boundary condition, as long as the products are from older seasons. It means that luxury customers would be still the only exclusive segment. Okay, so what else can create a signaling value in the pre-owned market so that the luxury brands can compensate the reduced exclusivity? Okay, product season is one boundary condition, but what else? How can they compensate this reduced exclusivity? And we thought advertising appeals. Advertising appeals for luxury brands highlight customer status by emphasizing product superiority, selective distribution, exclusivity, uniqueness, elitism, glamour, fashion, whatever it is. But in the pre-owned market, we were not sure what type of appeals were used. And we conducted another pilot study reviewing a set of pre-owned luxury retailers. For the appeals they use on those websites, like I counted at the beginning, the Real, ThredUp, the Collective VSR, lots of pre-owned retailers. And we wanted to see how they are advertising their products. And in the advertising literature, different appeals may signal different pricing. And therefore, we took the Louis Vuitton monochrome tote handbag as an example product for price comparisons. And here you can see the appeal type, you can see the other brands offered in those websites, and you can see the sale price. And let me be more specific with those appeals. Basically, there were two main appeals used in the pre-owned luxury market. Okay, uniqueness is always there because it is luxury. But then there were two additional and two distinct appeals. One of them was sustainability, the other one is affordability. This sustainability appeal, one example goes like this from the Real website. This is the sustainability appeal. A sustainable luxury company extending the life cycle of luxury items. So we thought, okay, this is the sustainability appeal. And an affordability appeal goes like this from the VSR Collective website. Discover our selection of luxury and premium items at up to 70% off retail price. So when there is sustainability, there is a sustainable for environment, for extending life cycle, all these words. But if the appeal was affordability, then the words were mentioning the price of the product for the reduced pricing of the pre-owned product, like up to 70% of retail price. However, when looking at the prices, although they mention affordability, for example, or although they don't mention affordability at all, there was no significant price difference between appeal types. The average price for the sustainability appeal was around 1,195, and the average price for the affordability appeal was around 1,152. So like $40 difference, but that was not a significant difference. 1,190 versus 1,150. Okay, so price was no issue. And then we thought, what could be the reason that appeals can have an effect on brand attachment? Okay, affordability appeal, it might be bad for luxury customers' brand attachment because customers' value derived from a luxury brand decreases when the proportion of lower class or lower income customers in the total customer base increases. This is the issue with the affordability appeal. If you emphasize lower prices, then it means higher availability. It means higher visibility in public, and it means lower signaling power. But for the sustainability appeal, it's a bit more complex, and it's a bit better for luxury customers because sustainability-driven practices have been evolved to be the new status-related behavior and yet another form of conspicuous consumption. I don't suggest that luxury customers only desire, want, or value sustainability because they want to show off. I don't suggest that, but there is a fact like that sustainability is now a form of conspicuous consumption. It is because the reasoning behind that, if you are low in income, if you have some problems with satisfying your needs in the first steps of the Maslow's hierarchy, then you may not care about sustainability. You may not care about the future of the earth. You may not care about some environmental issues because you are trying to feed yourself, or you are trying to find a good job that satisfies your security needs, for example. But sustainability is located on a higher steps on Maslow's hierarchy. And if you can care about sustainability, it shows that you have a cultivated taste, you have education, you have information, and you have resources to make you care about sustainability. So this is therefore is a new form of conspicuous consumption. And status signaling of sustainability appeal is not on the ability to purchase on absolute terms like money, but rather on the cultivation provided by education and taste that position consumers in a higher rank in social place. So that's why sustainability appeal will result in greater brand attachment, because it is another form of status signaling, maybe not through exclusivity, but through cultivation of taste, through education, through information, all these things. And why, again, this effect? One step deeper, we argue that this effect is mediated through ideal self-concept connection. Just to very briefly, ideal self represent attributes a consumer desires to own, and it is especially important in the luxury consumption. because luxury brands carry symbolic meanings, symbolic values. And if there's a match between the customer's ideal self versus and the brand's values that they signal, then there's a match, and customers' ideal self-concept connection with the luxury brand increases. Okay, so now everything is changing, the market is evolving, customers are evolving, consumers are evolving, the meanings that we attach to consumption and the perception of consumer behavior and perception of exclusivity and perception of status are also changing. They are evolving. And now brands and products, even brand like luxury brand, they are not considered sufficient to appeal to customers' ideal selves anymore. They need to signal specific values that form customers' ideal selves. And therefore, they can only appeal to customers' ideal self-concepts, and they can build that ideal self-concept connection. And customers of luxury are now believe that being sustainable is a major indication of luxury because of the things that I argued, like cultivation of taste, Maslow's hierarchy, all these things. Therefore, it increases their ideal self-concept connection with the brand. The sustainability appeal increases luxury brands' ideal self-concept connection with the brand. I don't hear anything from you, so I feel like I lost my connection, but I think I haven't. So I am continuing. Again, a very similar experimental setup you see here, 2x2, same setup of the pictures, manipulations. And here you see the effects. Consistent with our H2, sustainability appeal increases luxury customers' brand attachment. And, or from the other way around, we can say affordability appeal decreases luxury customers' brand attachment. Non-customers, they don't care. As long as they can reach luxury products, they don't care whether it is for sustainability or it is for affordability. So it is not like if they see like 70% of the retail price, they don't mind it. They don't feel bad. Luxury is still a luxury. They don't have any issues with that. And mediation analysis, remember we argued that this effect, the effect of sustainability appeal on luxury customers' brand attachment, is mediated through ideal self-concept connection. And yes, the graph is only for the main effect. As you can see, when the pre-owned luxury is advertised for sustainability purposes, then luxury customers' ideal self-concept connection with the brand increases. And therefore, they are going back to here, their brand attachment increases. As you can see, same pattern. And non-customers, they don't care about the ideal self-concept connection. Okay, implication. Appeals beats exclusivity in status signaling because we need to redefine exclusivity. It's not on quantitative terms anymore. It's because everything and anything is accessible these days. We have online sources. We have money. We have like, I mean, if you want a luxury handbag so much, just go to the bank, get some money, and then you will have it. Of course, you will have later the consequences. But you can do it. It's not forbidden. If you want it, you can have it. So luxury brands need to redefine exclusivity, and they are defining exclusivity. They are redefining exclusivity. And I mean, apart from this research, for example, now they are building their luxury image not on products, but on experiences, because products can be reached by anyone, all those renting luxury, secondhand luxury, sharing websites. Now products are all out there and you can't forbid it. We know that lots of luxury brands like Chanel, for example, they sued those websites, those secondhand websites, and they said, no, I mean, if the owner wants to sell the product, and who are you to stop it? Because you already sold the product, you got your money. So it's my handbag and I can do it whatever, I can do whatever I want with it. And so therefore, you can't stop it. Therefore, now they are doing some experiencing luxury things, like they are organizing VIP events. Maybe you can put a photo of yourself with a Chanel handbag on Instagram. That's one thing that signals status, but you can't post Instagram. You can't post a picture on Instagram of you with a Chanel handbag or without a Chanel handbag, but in a VIP event of Chanel. That is experience, and you can't you can't buy the second-hand experiences. Or Bulgari, another luxury brand. Now it has opened lots of hotels with luxury experiences. You can have a second-hand Bulgari product. You can rent it, but you can't enter from a door of a Bulgari hotel because it is very, very expensive. So now exclusivity is being redefined, and well, if it is well managed, then it's a way to acquire new customers, and it's a way to retain existing customers, because the world is changing and you can't just continue the same practices. And controlling certain attributes such as product type, season, and appeal type, at least within this specific, very narrow context, luxury brands can help protect or even increase customers' brand attachment. And it is mediated by ideal self-concept connection. And at the same time, there are no significant damages to price-sensitive customers, to potential customers of pre-owned luxury. And that's it from me. Thank you for listening. I am going to stop sharing.
Okay, Rabia Hocam, thank you so much for your very interesting presentation. And I have many things in my mind. So I'll be asking some questions. While asking my questions, I also would like to say that the participants can write their questions on chat box, and I will direct their questions to you. So you know that you and me are some kind of sensitive consumers, that we really pay attention to sustainability, that we are somehow against that overconsumption, luxury consumption.
I'm not anymore against luxury. I am for luxury.
Okay. You mentioned that the appeals like sustainability in some part of your presentation, and I really would like to ask that question, because a few weeks ago I read a report that people were trying to get or purchase luxury products because when you pay more than the regular products, then you need to wait for more time, and it will help you to increase your sustainability feeling.
Yes.
Okay, because you are not going to buy frequently.
Because of higher quality.
Yes, higher quality, then you don't have to buy that shirt, trousers again in a very short time. So how can you relate that sustainability and luxury product concept? Because that we know that sustainability discussions are becoming a trend in marketing literature, marketing world. So how do you relate these opposite, in my opinion, opposite discussions, concepts, sustainability and luxury? So what kind of attempts the brands are taking at the moment?
I am going to start with greenwashing.
Okay,
Because
that's perfect. That's perfect.
I was teaching that sustainable luxury class last week on Thursday. And somehow with these class discussions, we came to this point, okay, sustainability. And you know, there are these research 2020 paper. I think it is published in JCR. Luxury products are more, they have higher quality, therefore they are more sustainable.
Yes, exactly. That was what I was trying to tell you.
Yes. So, but even there are some steps of sustainability, and sustainability is not only using the products for longer periods of time. If you manufacture your products using too much water, for example, or if you produce your products in a Chinese factory with very low quality labor conditions, then it is not sustainable. Sustainability has so many dimensions, and even labor force, work conditions, and resource management for water, soil, and leather, animal products, for example, like fur. Okay, I may choose Chanel because I can use it for longer periods of time because it has higher quality. That's also a question mark, because most of the time I doubt that they have really high quality, because even in Turkey, you can go to, I don't know, some places, and there are some handmade artists there, artisans, and they make shoes, for example. And they make it so good that you can wear it like 20 years, but it's like new. And if you buy a shoe, like a pair of shoes from Chanel, it may not be even that high quality. That's the question mark. But apart from that, even if it is so high quality, how was that product manufactured? What are the other dimensions of sustainability? It's not only, I mean, from the consumer side, from the consumption side. Yes, we want to use the products for longer periods of time, as long as possible. But from the brand side, or again from the consumer side, if I can reach the information, why not reach the information, and why not check? If the manufacturing phase is not sustainable, if the work condition is not sustainable, then who cares if I use it for 10 years? So, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And I have a few more questions. So you know that I think you are following the news that some luxury brands bags are sold on online retailing stores. For example, Chanel bag, it's sold for some money. So how can we relate this?
Is it like the Chanel's own website, or?
No. For example, you know that Trendyol, you can find that bags on Trendyol. So what kind of, I'm trying to understand, I don't know how to ask that question, but I'm trying to look at this issue from two perspectives, from the customer perspective and the brand perspective. But let's discuss from the customer perspective. So what kind of expectations I would like to receive from that Chanel bag bought from Trendyol or any other online retailing stores? So how can you relate this concept with your research?
There is one huge factor that you should be looking for, and it is that authenticity of the product, the originality of the product. So those websites, it was before being sued for by Chanel or Louis Vuitton, you know, that family brand. eBay was selling luxury products, and those second-hand websites were selling luxury products before checking the authenticity. Without checking the authenticity, they were just saying that, okay, this is the seller, And if you want to buy it, you can buy it here. And we receive the, let's say, we receive a 20% commission. That was it. And then most of those handbags or products in general were not original Chanel's or were not original Louis Vuitton. And so that is a different thing. And then the brands sue those websites for selling counterfeit, fake Chanel handbags, saying that they are original. And then they paid like, that was a real thing. They paid like $8 million, or I don't think it is euros, $8 million punishment, not punishment, but something for that. And then they said, okay, we are building a team specifically to measure the authenticity of the product. And now all those websites, like I counted the names, they have a specific team to check the authenticity of the product before putting them online. Now it is certain, even you can see the team members' pictures and their CVs on those websites. So it is guaranteed. But on Trendyol, no, it's just like buying a counterfeit.
So what I'm trying to say was that a shopping bag only. Okay, so Chanel shopping bag, you pay for it. So
no, it's like, no.
So I have one more question. So your research,
I think it is no, I mean that handbag issue, just the shopping bag.
I was asking about I mentioned bag, but it was the shopping bag. You know that.
There was research again on this, not on this, but what was the name of that brand? Victoria's Secrets. Victoria's Secret. And they give around 500 women or some number of women Victoria's Secret shopping bags, empty, and they walk in the shopping mall for 1 hour, and they give a normal brand shopping bag to another set of women, and they also walk for 1 hour in the shopping mall. And then they gather them, they ask about their self-confidence, about their beauty perceptions for themselves. How do you think you are beautiful? And those women carrying Victoria's Secret shopping bags, although they are empty, they are saying that I am really so beautiful. I feel so beautiful. I am so confident. I feel like I am a model. Without buying anything from the brand, without carrying anything without the brand, even if they pay for it or they don't pay for it, just the shopping bag effect. And they ask the second set of women, and they say, no, I feel normal. I feel normal. So yes, that is how, that's why I am saying that. That's a good question. That's why I am saying that luxury or any brand image, any brand signal, could be Victoria's Secret, it could be Chanel, it doesn't matter, but it's all here, like everything. The happiness is inside and the perception is inside. You don't need the product. All those Givenchy or Gucci, they were doing these digital shoes. You don't have the shoe, you just pay like 12 euros, and
like
then
metaverse.
you just the Photoshop of the shoe, and then you put it on Instagram. Just the Photoshop.
That's good.
And you pay 20 euros or $20. So that is how strong brand image is in our minds. It is like, I love it. I love it. I really love it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Okay, Hocam, thank you so much for your
You're welcome.
answers.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for the presentation. So it was a great feeling to have you with us this month. And I hope in the future we will have more presentations or some collaborations between two institutions with you. Okay, so thanks for coming and sharing your opinions with us.
Thank you.
I also would like to thank to those who listen to us for this 1 hour. So thank you again. Hope to see you.
Thank you.
Again. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Bye bye.
I'm just stopping
listening.
recording.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.